Hey there, Smite fans, and welcome in to the SCC Wildcards. Aggro and Mifflin gonna kick you off for what's sure to be a great 4-day event.
I really like what Smiley Face has drafted here. Not only is it strong in its own right, but it's got a ton of counter matchups into the enemy draft.
Let's see if he can dig himself out then. Cold Alpacas versus Smiley Face, kicking off the Smite World Championship Wildcards here with game number 1.
And Bevy Monster comes into the equation, E-Chrome comes into it. I feel like they've actually just given a better window for Smiley Face to respond to this because now the respawns have come through.
How fast can we do the FG? That's what Cold Alpacas are asking now. Ferrari still working his way in from the back. Snipes down from E-Chrome. Will be enough! Are you kidding me? Smiley Face stealing away. Gunter gets the kill as well. Is this backbreaking for the Cold Alpacas? Well, the fight will determine it for sure. Astia quite low here, and Ferrari will pick up the kill. Cold Alpacas, you sought this out. You started off this fight, and Smiley Face are thanking you for it.
I think when you look at it, that team, they just came in and they knew what they were doing. That Fire Giant steal solidifies things at the end of the day, but realistically, I think going forward, E-Chrome are in a much stronger position, or E-Chrome himself was in a much better position as a hunter. 6-0-2 really did help find a lot of the damage.
I think it's going to be all eyes on this Jing Wei here in game number 2. Maybe on Ferrari to see if he's going to go with that attack speed build again in order to cut through this Cthulhu. Game number 2 between these two squads about to get underway.
But Smiley Face wanting to engage. Astia has found a couple. Look at the silences. Locking down Agent, locking down E-Chrome as well, who will have to airstrike away. Ferrari and Bevy Monster. The two-man dive into the backline is still there, but Bevy has been left alone here. Not enough healing in the world to survive 1v5. Smiley Face has exited stage right. Cold Alpacas find a couple of kills and a Fury as well. The old walk in and deal damage to the Titan move now, and look at how fast it's going down. Cold Alpacas were never going to be denied. It's the Vaporish Coast show here. In game 2, my man will finish 13-2-7. Absurd. At 5-0-14 for Pretty Prime out of the mid lane, hard to win with scorelines like that.
It's so weird, right? Smiley Face has Persephone and Yamoja. You almost never make money betting against those two gods on the same team. And they've also got Sun Wukong, a rising star out of that solo lane. But this Na Jha, man, I'm so concerned about how well that's going to play.
For a couple of the Cold Alpacas picks to jump out of a lot of that engagement. Kana more recently has been feeling plenty comfortable with the counter engage here. And look at this, 3 versus 2 invade. It's going to get worse though for Smiley Face. Cold Alpaca starting to rotate in. Kana on a killing spree. He's got a double kill, 401. Now on this Osiris.
There it is again.
Reds will get one as well on a big fight. Reds in the kill feed as well. Cold Alpaca starting to run away with the game.
I mean, that game 1 was so good from Smiley Face. It has me guessing what's going to go on, but Cold Alpacas, again, look at the roster, look at the names. It's something you expect to see successful, and they do exactly that, right? Whatever game 1 was, I'm glad they got it out here because they are going to have a tough time against some of the higher-tiered teams from the Challenger Circuit. Smiley Face giving them some good trouble, but I'm wondering how this team's going to be able to stand.
As Picarinubs pick up the Fire Giant, and Ice Ice looks like he could be in trouble, but the taunts are going to come through, but it's not going to matter how far away we are, with Captain Oti has the laser beams, and there's a wall there from Davey too. The Fields of Love are going to catch up Picarinu, but the beats are going to be forced, so he's going to be just fine to walk away. Warm Snails now on the defensive Fire Giant. First time in the hands of Picarinubs. They've got only 1 tier 2 to take, and 3 Phoenixes on the menu. Warm Snails still missing their assassin for another 50 seconds. Picarinubs looking 5 people strong as we go into this first siege.
Somehow, someway, I mean, Warm Snails had this game by the scruff of the neck. They had solo side Phoenix down, they were walking to mid Phoenix, and that was the real fight where the game turned.
So it's going to be up to which jungler is applying more pressure. If this Hell can get shut down, then she might be feeling sore later on.
Well, we'll see if that works out for him here. Game 2 with Picarinubs up. Let's go ahead and get it started.
Warm Snail's going to be a little bit wary of that, but the cage won't be up for a little bit longer. Now Farrakrik is getting isolated. Look at this. Up against 4, but the healing is so strong. Unk goes through. Now Farrakrik isn't able to heal, but there it is. Look at that. Straight up, pretty much full HP. Ice Edge is going to get 1. Davey already falls down. Farrakrik is still alive. He's just doing all of the damage while everyone on Picarina falls around him into the deicide. And now with a tier 2 tower staring him right in the face, with
I think that's game.
Aza up in the coerce.
If you're Warm Snails, do you feel like you've won 2 games, right? Because you were so far ahead in game 1, it just got away from you. If you're Noobs, you can't even look back and see a time when you were ahead. So I think you're right. They're going to have to try something way different from what we've seen from them so far throughout this set.
Not quite going to be on the mark, but look at that. Emilito jumps straight into the portal, landing in it, and looks like he has the beads, but now coming in from the backside, iDavy looking like he's going to make Emilito a little uncomfortable, making him regret that jump in. Hazer walking through the tower. He's going to have a bit of a trouble surviving here, but looks like he should be able to just about limp out unless Davey can hit the world's sickest ricochet. Down falls Asriel, and game 3 falls the way of Picarino's 2 warm snails. We'll see you in the losers bracket.
And look, the Apollo jungle might be working in ranked, fellas, but maybe we leave it in the ranked scene for now. The competitive debut of the Apollo jungle, not exactly inspiring.
Look, I'm going to be completely blatant here with you and Chet. I think
would never
Apollo
expect
jungle
anything less.
might be a little bit overrated, but if anyone's gonna make it work, it's Belt Slap, and I think they're gonna make it look really good here. Yeah, my money's on them.
Belt Slap, they're a hard team to beat, but have lost blood, I suppose, in the past. The Cold Alpacas versus Belt Slap, game 1. Let's kick it off.
The question is whether or not they can accomplish it here. They're burning it down, half health already for this Fire Giant. Astia trying to get in there as the Cabrakan not going to be anywhere near in time, and now just out of position. The walls come up, but the life goes down. Astia going to be spending that time in the black and white, watching over his team's shoulders, and they're just going to be forced to retreat. This tier 2 tower does not offer a lot of protection with 2 hunters on the squad.
If I said to you at the beginning of the day, the longest game by the time we get midway through the 3rd set is going to be the first game of Belt Slap and Cold Alpacas, you would have called me insane. But Cold Alpacas come through with an impressive performance here, an encouraging one, considering they took Belt Slap the distance and looked like they could win the game at times.
Well, the Cold Alpacas have shown potential. Can they convert potential into wins? Game 2 will let us know.
There's going to be the pluck that finally comes through. Julio going to be able to get the lockdown. There's going to be the boulder, but not enough damage to find any kills. Now the fight is separated. Preds is alone and having to use the ult just to disengage. Julio still almost pulls him right back in, but manages to get on out of that one. Zeros in the danger zone, not locked down enough to find the damage, and they're going to be able to stay alive on the side of Belt Slap. Continue their aggression coast. That immunity disappears. Your ability to res is gone, and so is the rest of your team, it seems. 3 down in the blink of an eye. Preds 1 hit away, and that's going to be Zeros blinking forward to be able to find that one. Kana left alone. That's a deicide. That's a Fire Giant. That's Belt Slap in control. The Titan falls down faster than they could hope. Coast just a little bit quicker, and they're going to be able to win the second game in half the time of the first.
Yeah, I think Belt Slap got hit with a slight wake-up call in terms of just how strong the teams were going to be they were up against.
So who knows what we're going to get from them. Let's head to the picks and pans and find out what we can expect in our 4th and final set of the day. Remember, this is on winner's side, so it is not win or go home, but win or get a significantly harder path to the World Championships. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue quite as well, but that's a little bit more accurate for what we're doing here.
Snake Pit's comp is just so cookie cutter. You have 2 frontline. There's Saket is tank. You have Wukong. They have 0 fear as they're diving tier 2 16 minutes in the game. It's actually insane. And worst of all is the BM. Takes the backhamps, takes the Cali's life. Couple of spam taunts in there just for chuckles, I guess.
And that means the 2 remaining members can basically just hide in the fountain. The Titan is the target, and Snake Pit play this one next to flawlessly as they run over Picarino's, now just diving into the fountain, having some fun, as Snake Pit have earned the first win of this set.
22 minutes, and it looks easy for the Snake Pit. AJ, even with the dual lane gank at the very start, Rapio can't snowball the game. The Hell gets very far ahead, and Hell from ahead feels impossible to beat. Not only does she have a lot of healing, but a ton of damage as well. Game 2, Snake Pit looking to sign up for that matchup against Belt Slap in a couple days. Can't wait to see if that happens. Game 2 coming right now.
With 2 members there, that's so unlikely. Now Davey looking for the proxy as Rapio dies the mid-tier 1 and gets a kill. He gets the double. Huge that Rapio's able to find it. What about this path that Davey's taking? Looks like he might be in some trouble that far back. Angry can't get the kill from the grave, so they leave it to Tarum to take care of Davey over in solo. But still, that's huge that Rapio was able to find that double. That is some sign of life there for Picarino's. Rapio has his ultimate forced out solely from the pressure from Genetics. And I think
Oh!
Rapio got it right. Big ultimate from Angry, barely connects, and Rapio ends up falling. Now they can all in commit onto the Titan. Is somewhere else. Where's Turtle kills Picarino? Why are they back there? Either way, Whereas Turtle obviously wins that battle. Davey is going to be up in 3 seconds, but I don't even know if that's soon enough. Spudio gets the final kill, and Snake Pit wins this set 2-0. And Kiki, I think if we're being honest, it was never in much doubt.